Hey guys, so today we're actually going to be making two things. It is the little Easter carrot treat box, well, little favors, and then the little wooden crate to go with it. This is going to be my Easter baskets for this year. I know I try to, keep my Easter baskets somewhat, well, crafty. Some years I actually do it, some years I don't. So what you're going to need is a 8.5, or no, it's an 11 by 4 1/4. So just cut an 8.5 by 11 in half at the 8.5. And then we're going to score at the 3.5 on the long side and the 7.5. And then you're going to flip it to the short side and score at 4. And I find it easiest to just go ahead and turn it again and then score at 4 again, but it's whatever works for you the best. Then what I like to do is go ahead and do my stamping now. So I've got this wooden stamp here. I'm just going to use some Stay-On. You could use brown if you want. And I'm just going to stick it on there and rub. If you feel like you need to, you can put an extra sheet of paper on top and rub that way. And then go to the other side and rub just to get as much ink as you can. Alrighty. So now that's going to be your base. Then you're going to want to cut some strips that are 4 by 1 and 4 by a half. 4 by a half. Yep. And what I like to do is go ahead and fold the 1/4 mark that you scored on the long side. Oh no, the short side, my bad, sorry. You're just going to go ahead and fold those in. Take your scissors and cut where they intersect there. And that's where it's going to fold on itself to make your box base. Alright. Now I normally just go ahead and fold the side and put some tape on there, but you can use glue too. I'd probably recommend hot glue because you don't want to have to hold it the whole time. So if you're not using tape, it's going to be kind of hard to do. And then do it on the other side as well. My tape is being stubborn. I feel like crafting tools just have their own personality. That's why I have to like baby talk them. It's like, you're doing well, tape runner. You can do it. Alright, now I normally go ahead and fold this, just all the score marks. Make sure they're all creased good. And then I go ahead and take my strips and lay them down like so. And then just go ahead and, tape them all on the sides. Don't mind my messy mat there. I should put the other one out, but this one's not ready to be. done yet. So this just makes it go a lot faster, so that way you don't have to keep going back and taping the sides, and yeah. But I mean, you can do it whichever way you want. This is just what I find works best for me. Then I go ahead and push on all the tape that kind of caught on the edges. So that way they're not sticking out when you're trying to put it together. Just like that. Bunch of goobers, you know, hanging off. Ah! If you were using hot glue, you wouldn't really have to worry about this. You could just do one piece at a time, really. I would be careful though if you're using hot glue, because these little tiny pieces can get you quite in trouble. So now you're going to go ahead and fold your corners together like that. So it comes into like a box. And then when you get one side done, you're going to go ahead and take one of your edges, or one of your tiny pieces, and just line it up on that bottom there as best as you can. And make sure it's stuck on there real good. And then you're going to go ahead and do the top one. At least that's what I find to be the easiest way. Make sure it's stuck on real good. And you're going to go ahead and do the other side. Do the bottom one, bottom strip. And the top one. And then you're going to go ahead and do one just above the other one, the bottom one, and then just below the top one. I just eyeball it, but if you really wanted to, you can measure it. And then flip it over. Bottom one, just a little above the bottom, and just a little below the top. Just like that. So now you have a little crate. And if you wanted to, you could use like a punch or something to punch out little handles. I'm going to leave it like this just because I like it. And then I also have some little paper grass that I made up myself. I'm just going to put it on in there. I use two different types of green papers for my crates. One of them's stripe and one of them's polka dot, but they're green. Alrighty, and that's down in there. We can go ahead and move on to our little carrot treat holder. You're going to need a 4x6 piece of paper. Make sure I oriented this right. Do tape on one side and then the bottom. And then you're going to go ahead and fold it. Well, not really fold, because you're not going to make a crease. You're going to kind of just wrap it around. So you're making a cylinder. And it's okay if it's a little crinkly because it's a carrot. And then when you get to the bottom where you have your tape, go ahead and squish that down. Then you're going to go ahead and flip it. So here's the flat side. Flip it so that it's kind of going diagonal instead of horizontal. And then you're going to go and squish the top. I use a hole punch, but you could use a normal or a decorative punch if you wanted. I just do 2 punches. And I have this fun like eyelash trim that's green. And stick it in one side. And then come back through the other. Well, first you would fill it, of course. Or you can make it and then fill it later, which is what I'm doing. Because I haven't gotten all my Easter candies yet. And then you just tie a little bow. But I mean, you could use baker's twine. You could just staple it if you wanted. But there it is. So then you can just stick it right on in your little crate there. Get another one, or maybe even 4 or 5. I bet 3 would look the best, I'm thinking. And there you go. Very cute. And so simple. And you can even decorate it more. I mean, this is just bare minimum because I'm making 6 of them. So it's kind of like, you know, I want my crafts to be cute, but these are going to people that, you know, probably will just throw them away. Well, some of them will. Some of them will keep them a little bit longer. But, you know, it's not something that I want to spend all my time on. And since I'm making so many. And that's what the other little paper grass looks like. So there it is. I hope you guys like this video. And if you do, you know, make them, you should use some of the Easter digis that I just put up on my Facebook. Alright, I hope you guys are having a crazy day. Not too crazy, good crazy, not bad crazy. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!